Welcome to Chamber Talks, the podcast where we dive into all things chamber related, from upcoming events and business insights to marketing trends, community conversations, and regional impact. We're here to keep you informed, connected, and inspired. I'm your host, Carley Walker, Executive Vice President of Workforce and Community Development at the Fredericksburg Regional Chamber of Commerce. And today we're excited to introduce a brand new segment, Marketing Pro Tips. Joining us are our very own in-house experts, Director of Marketing and Communications, Gretchen Rusden, and our marketing specialist, April Milupi. These two are the creative minds behind so much of what you see from your Fredericksburg Regional Chamber. And they're here to share practical tips, fresh ideas, and real-world marketing insights for businesses of all sizes. All right, ladies, so let's kick off things with a fun one for both of you to get the conversation going. What is one marketing trend, social media habit, or business marketing mistake that instantly makes you say, oh no, we need to help them?
I'll go first. So this is April Milupi, marketing specialist here at the Chamber. I'm always on social media. So whenever I see a business joining the Chamber, or I find out about a business, and I go to their Instagram, because that's just really my one of my specialties, Instagram and Facebook. And I see nothing really on their Instagram. That's when I feel like, oh, you know, they have something to talk about, but they're not talking about anything on social media. So basically, no presence on social media is when I see that they need help.
So they have a handle, and it's linked to their company,
Mm-hmm.
but you're seeing like no windows populated on their Instagram, or no links in their Facebook.
No links on their Facebook, especially on Instagram, no images. There's not a link to actually get to their website, not a proper profile photo, no branding that you can just recognize, like that's their logo, anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I take it you can help them with that, right,
Oh,
April?
yeah, I can help them with that.
I think you have a thing or two to say about that.
I have a bit of a skill, graphic design skill. So whenever I see that, that's just my indicator that I know that I can help them, because it just looks like it's starting from ground zero.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have to start somewhere.
Right.
And I feel like that's where I can come in and help.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Populate those pages, and if you need help, call April Milupi.
Yeah.
Gretchen, what you take?
I would agree with April, and I think that people don't realize in the world that we live in now, it legitimizes your business. So if you haven't posted on any of your social media regularly, or I think we see a lot where it's a year ago,
Yes.
they posted something, it doesn't lend to the credibility of what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because people are looking at all things now.
Yeah.
Google's looking at all things now too.
Right.
So if you're not consistent on your social media, Google dings you for that. And if you don't have an adequate amount of followers, they also ding you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to think about it like this. Social media has been around since about 2003, like legit social media. And it's now 2026. So if you don't have anything on there, you kind of look like you're, like she said, not legitimate, a little fraudish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not calling them a fraud, but it just looks a little like people are savvy now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want your businesses looking suspicious. We want them out in the spotlight.
Yeah.
So today, ladies, we're diving into something to do with small businesses and like content for small businesses. And we're talking about like small businesses that don't have a marketing department.
It's usually one or two people that we talk to who are doing all the jobs in the business. And marketing typically is the thing that they let go first.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Understandably. And April and I have figured out some quick ways to help them so it's not so
Overwhelming.
daunting until they get to a place where they can have a marketing person.
Yeah.
Okay. So for those of you listening that don't know this, our marketing department here exists for you. We are at the Chamber of the voice of the business community. And as a member of the Chamber of Commerce, our marketing department, which is these ladies right here, are an extension of your business. So we want to make sure that you're utilizing that as a service that we provide. And ladies, when do y'all do one-on-ones with our members? Tell the listeners.
Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9:30 to 11:30, you can make an appointment with us.
Yes.
For a one-on-one. And then the second Thursday of every month at 9:30, we do a group meeting that covers topics: Google, social media, new member benefits, or if you need a refresh on that. We're doing a LinkedIn one, and we'll just keep adding topics as members kind of share what they need.
Yes, because we find out now that even for small businesses, that kind of thing also rolls into personal branding.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like LinkedIn is more of a personal branding type of thing.
Right.
So just talking about that, and that's also new to me as well. I mean, I'm very well versed on Instagram and Facebook, but LinkedIn is really coming into play pretty hard.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, I'm excited because it's Small Business Week, right?
Yes, it is.
Wow, look at us
I
being
know.
on trend. Who knew it? So I'm excited to learn more about your insights as to what can be done for marketing and content creation for small businesses that do not have a marketing department.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me more, please.
Yeah. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, thank you. So what I typically find with the small businesses, entrepreneurs, is that they are overwhelmed and don't know where to start. They think of social media as like this really big thing, but really right now, like I said before, it's become so relatable that you don't have to overdo it. People are looking for authenticity first, and then your business messaging really just kind of right up there with it. So I always say just be simple. First of all, you don't have to post every day, but whatever you do decide to post, you have to stick with it. If once a week is all you can manage, then just make sure that you post once a week. Because what's going to happen is the algorithm is going to reward you for actually sticking to that cadence of posting. And what they're looking for is reliability, not only relatability. They want to know that when the algorithm comes and like pulls content, your content is going to be there. If you're going to say, I'm going to post every Monday, then you make sure you post every Monday. So just making a promise to post and staying on that schedule. And then the other thing I always talk about authenticity, because people actually want to see something real. They want to see you working in your business, especially if you're a small business entrepreneur. It does blend into personal branding a lot. So they want to see what you're actually doing, who you're meeting with, where you're going, because that's all interesting. You're creating a story about your business, about you working in your business. So that's the kind of stuff that you need to be posting. Real things, real people, less on the graphics, but also making sure that you're mixing up the content as well. So if you're in meetings, if you're networking all week, I think that's great. But then you can add some kind of like educational posts where you educate people about your business. A lot of the times with the small businesses and personal branding, there's an inspirational piece to like the why behind what you're doing. Mm-hmm. People want to know that because they're just looking to connect with you. Everybody's just looking to see how they can relate to you and your business. And it's basically staying on the top of their mind.
Right.
It's more about awareness. So whenever they're looking for somebody to do their concrete, they know that they can call. There's one a chamber business that the chamber follows. I think it's called Floor Tech. Mm-hmm. They do beautiful work, and they are always posting their work.
Yeah,
which is great. So staying on top of mind, being more aware. So whenever you need your garage redone, you know who you're going to call. You have somebody in mind.
Yeah, because they're always in the front of your mind. Because, if you see it, you feel it, you remember it,
Yeah.
It becomes part of your routine as well.
Right.
And just another little tip, if you're out there and you're starting to post and you're going to post on Mondays, be sure and tag the chamber and we will repost it for you.
That's right.
And that even more people get to see it.
Yes.
So one of the fun benefits of your chamber membership. Gretchen, what about website content and those small businesses?
So April and I talk a lot with businesses because content is hard. It's hard for April and I with the amount of marketing collateral we produce on a weekly, monthly basis to keep it fresh all the time. Your website is a plethora of content for you.
Right.
You can dice up your FAQ page, and that can be your educational posts, like what April was talking about. So every Friday, you do a little educational post and the content's already there and ready for you. I think people often overlook their website as a place that they can pull content from, and it's evergreen content for you. So if you're really stuck, evergreen content is content that is always relative to your business.
Yeah.
So that for us is sometimes a quick way too, because people don't always retain all the information when they join the chamber. So a big part for us is also educating membership about their benefits, what they can attend, who can attend, their marketing benefits, all the programs we offer. It's a lot of information for people to digest, but that's our evergreen content that we can push out at any time that is relevant and educational to our membership. And then to April's point about making a connection, we've actually been having a lot of conversations in our office about how everyone was worried about AI, right, when it came out.
Yeah.
And it was going to take over jobs, and all of us would be sitting at home like Wall-E. And what we're seeing now is a shift back to real people. So the example that I read recently was when stock photos came out, and everyone was using stock photos. And then it became the trend to use your cell phone, just a picture. It didn't have to be anything explosive, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just something that humanized you. And I think we're seeing that trend come back now again with AI. So simple things like if you have a meeting with April or I on a Tuesday or Thursday, snapping a picture with us and saying, just met with the chamber marketing team. Now I'm headed to
my next appointment or wherever else you're going.
It just humanizes you. It also makes people see who you are and are you a person that they want to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love like day in the life post.
Yeah.
Like, oh, today I'm at the networking event and tomorrow I'm here at, a ribbon cutting. And then the next day I'm sitting here in my office working away on some spreadsheets. And I mean that you like you said, Gretchen, that puts the human aspect in it, but it also makes your work feel very normal and relatable.
Yes.
Where people can be like, oh, I just worked on a spreadsheet too. Look how excited she is about it. I'm not so much.
Right.
Or, oh, I should have gone to that ribbon cutting because it looks like she met some cool people or whatever that is. But I think it really makes people be more in tune to your business. And like you said, make it more humanized.
I agree, especially for entrepreneurs. I think sometimes entrepreneurs make it look too easy to the outside world. But showing that grind that all that work that goes into being an entrepreneur and getting to a place where you can actually launch a business. I think especially for young people to see that is important.
Right.
Because entrepreneurship sounds amazingly fun.
Right.
But I don't think it's as easy as any of us think it is.
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I mean, obviously we work with businesses of all sizes here at the chamber, but our entrepreneurs are definitely on their grind. And those that work with us on a consistent, we see that grind. We know it so well. And again, I don't want to keep reiterating this, but that's what we're here for as the Chamber of Commerce. We're here to help you come up with best practices and great ways to market your business and help you with that grind so you don't feel so taxed with this work. So I just want to make sure that those of you out there listening that you do know that we're here to help you. And these two ladies are wonderful to sit down and really walk through some marketing opportunities for and with you. So keep that in mind.
I want to say something too. We just had a meeting with someone who someone was advising her was on the fence about a chamber membership in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But this lady is really on the grind with making videos and pushing her services out on social media, which is what you need to be doing right now.
Right.
But the person that was advising her maybe not get a chamber membership doesn't know anything about that.
Right.
But now this is the hottest topic, and now you've joined the chamber, and now you've got two people that are pretty much digital experts in that, and you can tap into that if you have any questions about it. Tips and tricks, things like that.
Again, this is our job, what we do full time, and it can be overwhelming for us. With content, with website, with social media, there's a lot of aspects. It's difficult to stay on top of it all, especially if you're one person doing all the jobs.
Yeah. So I've heard about some content, and then I've heard about some website. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to come up with make a post and call it Marketing Monday, and then make another post and call it Fresh Friday. And so Marketing Monday is going to be about, day in the life or something about your product or your service. And then Fresh Friday is going to be something that you can easily pull off your website and use that evergreen content that Gretchen was talking about. And if you start doing those two things as a small business, I really think that you'll see immense amount of benefit. And you can say you heard it here first.
Exactly. I love it.
So anything else for our marketing pro tip for this week, ladies?
No, I just encourage people to reach out to us, to join us at our second Thursday marketing meetups. They're free to our members. Black Rifle sponsors those with coffee and pastries. It's good conversation. It's good to hear other businesses and where they're struggling. And then, again, we're here to help.
And it's good intimate networking because of the size of the crowd that we have with these. And we have had some repeat members come to all of them, even though we kind of go over the same content, but they say they learn something new every time. So
I think it has something to do with the YouTube as well. I think you are kind of popular out there. It's just an opinion. I could be a little biased, but I just do think you're popular and people are drawn to you. But either way, either reason for coming, whether you like April and Gretchen or you really just want to come network and learn some new content for your business, or both, we'd love to see you at the next one. And with that, I'm going to close this out. This again was Chamber Talks, and this was our first episode of Marketing Pro Tips. And we have our in-house experts here, Gretchen Rusden and April Milupi. Thank you, ladies, so much, and we will listen in really soon for another Marketing Pro Tip.
Thank you.
Thank you.